chicken, just say, I don't want chicken.
I don't want chicken.
Good.
From Normandy, across the Atlantic, up the St. Lawrence Seaway, into the Great Lakes, and then over to Minnesota. And what did you think, Rose? Well, I know those little guys are supposed to be good swimmers.
Dorothy, what are you going to do with your share of the money?
Oh, come on. Blanche, the pig isn't dead. He's sick. I mean, the money never even crossed my mind.
Oh, yeah? Then what were you doing with these E.F. Hutton brochures?
Oh, you took those out of my purse.
No, they fell out when I was taking out a 20. Well, I'm sure not putting my money into stock.
Dave, I forgot I had those bonds. How could I be so stupid?
Maybe it was something you ate. Like food. Oh, come on, honey. You're getting worked up over nothing. I mean, Blanche is petty and selfish, but I don't think she would actually bankrupt a whole town.
God, I'll even entertain the notion that he's slipping away because he's homesick for this godforsaken place. What's going on?
I think he recognizes the picture of Uncle Hinkelblatter's farm.
Oh, my God! Then he is homesick! I'm a murderer!
I got a better idea. There's a romantic little diner down on the boardwalk. They use a lot of my recipes. Why don't I pick you up around 8 tomorrow night and we'll go check out a few things.
I thought you'd never ask.
Swell. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Nice meeting you, ladies.
Nice meeting you.
It was our pleasure.
Ma, you want the bed facing the TV or the one next to the window?
I want the bed next to Burt Reynolds.
Fine, I'll take this one. Ma, you all right?
Yeah. Just a little relapse from the pneumonia.
Oh, Sophia, Dorothy wouldn't lie.
A mother knows when her child is lying. It's like back radar. Now, what did the doctor really say?
He said I have to have surgery.
Surgery for what?
For kicks, Rose. No, I have a condition called Morton's neuroma.
Oh, I think...
Sophia, if you knew now what I knew then... so what?
If you've got something to say, spit it out, Weinstock.
Don't push me or I will.
There, I pushed. Too bad you were on a flight of stairs.
Ma, you're creating a scene. Look, that was a long time ago.
Who's your daddy? I can't go back. I just can't. What if I run into them? I'll die of embarrassment.
No, you won't. I'm a doctor, and I've never seen anyone die of embarrassment.
I'll tell you what. If it'll make it any easier, tomorrow I'll go back with you and help get you settled.
Will you?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry I did that. I guess I was upset.
I understand. I guess this has been a difficult relationship for both of us.
Oh, it's been a wonderful relationship. I'm going to miss you.
Does this mean no cookies?
Well, as long as we own them.
Blanche, did you really start shaving at 11? That seems so young.
Oh, I did it on a dare. You know, back where I come from, everybody thought that once you started shaving your legs, why, you'd become loose. So I shaved them.
Who is it?
It's Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Priscilla, you're getting married tomorrow. You should be in bed.
There's not going to be a wedding.
The hell there isn't. Sorry, dear, you were saying...
Ramon and I had a fight. I decided I'm not going to marry him.
Oh, honey, now your head to the size of a mushroom.
Come on, honey, just try it. It doesn't hurt. See? And when I make a run for it, he'll riddle my body with bullets. Oh, please don't let them take me downtown. I want to live. I want to live.
You're not very good in a crisis, are you, Rose?
Dorothy, what are we going to do?
We'll simply have to explain that this is all a terrible mistake. Officer. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. They aren't here anymore. Let's go check our rooms.
Oh, I just thank God they didn't take my Chinese vase. Oh, I'm going to check the kitchen. Wait, don't leave me. What'll I do if they come back?
Show them your slides of Hawaii. Really? I had no idea that he took such an interest in high school football.
Oh, yes, he likes all sports, even gymnastics. And I'm told you're quite the gymnast.
I cannot believe you called the city after I specifically asked you not to.
Well, I couldn't just sit there and be party to a lie.
Oh, Rose, come on. There are times it's all right to lie. Dorothy will back me up on this, right, Dorothy?
No, it is not right to lie. Anybody got a bobby pin?
Look, Rose, I have calculated the cost of this hot tub right down to the last penny.
Video recorder?
I bought you a video recorder.
2 video recorders? Wow, this is going to be the best Christmas ever.
My, how did you think I was going to pay for all this?
On time. Loosen up the mousetrap a little. It's Christmas.
You see what this holiday has become? Big.
Hey, you were no great looker when I brought you home from the hospital. I loved you anyway.
Oh, well, he sure is cute. Come here, baby. Oh, I haven't had a pig as a pet since I was a little girl.
Just forget that, Rose. I want that filthy beast out of my house now.
Fine.
Be a Hollingsworth in-law. Everybody will be related but me.
Now that's what I call family planning.
It's not funny. Did anybody ever stop to think how all this makes me feel?
Oh, all right, Rose, how does it make you feel?
To be honest, a little bit like Mr. Snuffles.
Wait to see ya, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come on along, surf, baby, wait to see ya.
Let's try and stay with us.
Anyway, the last time I surfaced, clutching a humdinger of a yam between my teeth, my parents were gone. Well, frantically, I searched the carnival grounds. I was convinced I'd spend the rest of my days with the bearded lady as my foster mother. And the man who hoses... And when I make a run for it, he'll riddle my body with bullets. Oh, please don't let them take me downtown. I want to live. I want to live.
You're not very good in a crisis, are you, Rose?
Dorothy, what are we gonna do?
We'll simply have to explain that this is all a terrible mistake. Officer, they're almost as far off on your age as you are. I wonder how this could have happened.
I know how it happened because I know who took that picture. Chugga Dietz, the obituary editor. I never dreamed when I dropped him he'd be so vindictive. 68! Can you believe that? 68!
In 2 hours.
Well, that's because we need promotion.
You know Blanche is right. It doesn't matter how good your product is, you have to know how to promote it. That sure was the case with Fritz Vanderhoeven, who owned the St. Olaf Motor Coach Company.
They built a car in St. Olaf?
They sure did.
Dorothy, you're gonna send me to an early...
Well, I still think Blanche is making a terrible mistake.
And what mistake might that be, pray? Trusting that her 2 best friends won't badmouth her behind her back?
Oh, honey, that's not it. We're a family.
Well, it's the reason I'm here. I knew it. I knew you had a reason. Better be a good one. I'm dying. What? I'm dying.
I'm tonight. And don't forget, I'm taking you out tomorrow for your birthday. My treat.
Oh, no, Rose, I forgot to tell you. My daughter Caroline is flying in for my birthday tomorrow. Well, maybe we could all go out to lunch. You know, I'm very anxious for you two to get together.
Well, instead of going out, why don't you two come here for lunch? I'll cook something special. Could, but I'm driving the bookmobile for the Grief Center tonight.
Oh, I thought you'd do that during the day.
I usually do, but I got tied up at work and I didn't have time, and now I feel so guilty. There are so many depressed people out there with nothing to read. Of course, when I'm depressed, I can't read. I knit. Maybe I should drive...
Rose, did you catch that?
I sure did, my friend. Darn girdle. The man refuses to curse.
Blanche, if you're going to insist on contradicting every opinion I have, I won't allow...
I just had a thought.
Congratulations.
Maybe we should sign Mary up for some natural childbirth classes.
You know that's not a bad idea. I wish I'd known about them when I was pregnant. I didn't know what to do except scream at Stan never to touch me again and call him every name in the book.
It's work.
Oh, I've missed you.
And I missed you. I wish you knew how much.
I'm not letting go. I'm never letting go.
Come on, Rose, come on!
I'm trying.
Well, try harder.
There you go, honey. Theater and leave the trunk open.
Goodbye.
Oh, Patrick, you're leaving so soon?
I'm afraid so.
I'll see you tonight. At the theater.
Yes, just at the theater.
Well, I must take my leave.
Don't leave your lens. How many times do I have to tell you not to listen in on my conversations?
About twice a year. Like your phone is ringing off the hook. Like you got such a full social calendar. You're the only person who ever got a refund on call waiting.
All right, Ma, all right.
Oh, Dorothy, high school reunions.
Blanche.
All right, wait. Hello, fire department. This is Blanche Devereaux at 5161 Rich... Oh, well, of course you know where it is. Hi, Ed. I'm on fire. Why, you naughty boy.
Blanche.
I'll bet that's... Val and I spent our most intimate moments there.
Ma, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, stay out. You barged in on me enough when you were a kid.
Think about it.
Oh, it's so sad. When I was 8 years old, I was just worried about the usual childhood things. How much would the tooth fairy leave me? What would I get from Santa? Would I ever be chosen small curd cottage cheese?
He's a very vain person, and vanity can be a terrible thing. I should know. I used to be vain myself.
You, Sophia?
What, you think I was born with white hair and a butt like Play-Doh? When I was a teenager, I was gorgeous. Eyes as deep and blonde pie recipe.
Tell me, Blanche, during any of this, would the farm hands suddenly break into a chorus of them old cotton fields back?
Well, maybe I am exaggerating just a touch, but not about Big Daddy. Oh, he's a very special man.
We're talking about a millenniums-old symbol of the Pope's authority. Something so steeped in history and tradition that it makes even you seem middle-aged.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I'll bring it back. European girls don't shave under their arms.
Is that true?
They just let it all hang out.
Really?
Bushy as can be.
Well, what do they look like in a strapless dress?
Like Milton Berle over there. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's perfect.
Wow, what a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in history, we have a posthumous winner, Agnes Bradshaw.
It's a fix! She's dead!
Oh, stop your complaining. Mike was a very nice man.
He burned down a diner in Arkansas because his eggs were runny.
Blanche, I think you owe Dorothy an apology.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Don't you tell me to shut up.
Okay, I will. Shut up, Rose.
Doctor, you see the way they always...
Gosh, I didn't realize how long Dorothy's solo is. I sure hope the doctor says she's gonna be all right. Whew. Rose, you know you like dancing.
I like square dancing.
This is just like square dancing.
All right, count me in.
Oh, great. Just one thing. When you do-si-do, your legs are wrapped around your partner's neck.
They love, they hate, they eat. They dream, they hope, they eat. Every time you turn around, they eat. Sophia, are those 4 women us? Look in the mirror, blubberbutt. The point I'm trying to make is, what's going on here is living. Just because you're Flügen. I can't even reach mine.
Sophia, have you all had a chance to catch up on old times?
Yeah, Angela filled me in on how all my friends and family back home are doing.
The day would come when the tables would turn and I'd have to take care of him. But I guess it has.
Sophia, why don't you come with us? It might be fun to hear Blanche's father sing. To you, Rose, but what are you?
A good time.
Wait, you're going to introduce me to some of your friends?
Yes, if I see anybody I know.
Hey, Blanche, how's life?
Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing no underwear.
To you.
Dorothy, you know that blue washcloth in my bathroom?
Yeah.
That's how big Caesar's loincloth was. Good night.
Ma!
All right. What did you and Kate have a fight about?
About advertising condoms on television, about Dennis. How would you like your rear end kicked across the street?
Oh, great. Here's the other $4.
Girls, there is a busload of Greek sailors out front. They won't know how many drachma there are in $8. Good, aren't they? Oh, I don't need them. Then why do you want them? To play army. And sometimes I like to line them up around my bed and pretend I'm Gulliver.
You know, Blanche, you put yourself through this hell every year. Are you sure it's worth it?
Of course it's worth it. On my anniversary.
This bathroom.
I am not sharing a bathroom with 3 strange men. I don't care if it is my vacation.
You got no choice, lady. There just aren't enough Johns.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah? You think we're happy having to gargle next to Grandma Moses and the Mosettes?
Hit it! Isn't she incredible? What do you say, girls? Can she stay?
I guess so. All right.
Thank you.
But just be sure and keep her in her cage.
Oh, maybe I can convince the Count to get... Do you really think that's all it is?
Of course.
Well, maybe you're... Which was a shame, because it's the first car to this day that ran on free fuel. It was totally powered by cow manure. I think a lot of people were turned off by the ad. A cow sitting on a gas tank reading the Farmer's Almanac. It's getting hot in here.
Oh, why did this have to happen? Just when I meet someone that I feel I have a future with, Ken does this. I mean, I know I should be more supportive, but the...
Thank you. Except for that huge donkey butt.
Are you having fun?
No, give me my present.
Well, till just now, read that last paragraph.
My sentence has been overturned on a technicality. I'm getting out on the 21st. Now, finally, we can make all our dreams come true.
Isn't that terrible?
Well, he's written catchier stuff, but I wouldn't call it terrible. I just didn't know what to do. I mean, I had helped deliver Bessie the cow, but Petunia was so much more difficult.
If I died, would you stop telling the story?
Sophia, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get your mind off things.
I want my mind on things.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juan Palomero!
For just a few moments.
If I may be so bold, the pantyhose are nice too. At least the hose part.
I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you, Isaac.
Why don't you two just run along and we'll catch up with you later?
Blanche.
Don't you see that something is happening here?
Yes, it's the beginning of a disaster.
We don't know.
Except for this whoopee cushion.
Well, you will not believe what happened to me today. I still do not believe it myself, and you won't believe it either.
What, Blanche?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you all right?
I think so. I don't feel any sparks.
Well, in this instance, I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm a little hot, but it's nothing I can't handle.
Coming! Roger! Roger, I can't tell you how sorry I am about what happened to Sparky. And how are you?
I've been better, Rose. I come to talk to you about this cat you sent me.
When I saw him at the pound, I knew he'd be just the cat for you. I named him Buster. Isn't he horrible? Oh, I love you already. In fact, I haven't felt this way about a dog since Rusty.
Oh, God, not the Rusty story again.
Charlie brought him home as a present after our first child was born.
Oh, I wish we had a doggy door so I could push your head through it.
Oh, listen to that music. Who says you can't go home again?
Knut Trollstadt. You see, he took Ilse Frikadeller up to Smooch Point to play hide the fingerboard. That's a thing.
None of the kids are interested in learning how to diagram sentences. I really don't get it. I mean, am I the only one who thinks diagramming sentences is fun?
You talk like this on dates, don't you? Dorothy, you're a substitute. Your job isn't actually to teach.
Then what is it?
Thank you. And so I was thrilled at Blanche. I thought that was wonderful. And then all of a sudden somebody said, well, no, it was Jay Sandwich in his genius. He said, if Betty plays another, Man Hungry, they're going to think it's Sue Ann Revisited. So let's make her Rose. Well, I didn't know who Rose was. And
With emergencies in the Italian army. Help!
Blanche, what are you doing with all that candy?
Well, whenever there is a natural disaster, someone scrupulous opportunist always hoards all...
Blanche, wake up. My wife will be home any minute.
Dorothy, that was a terrible thing to do.
I'm sorry, but we have to get down to the bowling alley.
Oh, it's 6 a.m. Why are you making me do this?
You have to... Oh, come on, Ma. We're leaving.
Wait, I gotta see at least one man bat. What a hit!
I got it! I got it! I got it! Ma, you all right?
Fine. Only next time, Salvador, either we start lower on the bed or remove the headboard.
In one night.
I know.
Yes, but this is a very important... Yes, I understand. I
don't feel any tingling. When's it going to hit me?
What are you doing? I was making a souffle and it got away from me.
I'm sorry, Blanche. I've given you some really bad advice here. Look, Stanley, if you're here to beg me again to go to that reception, forget it.
Hey, Stanley's born act does not beg, okay? I'm a man. I have my self-respect.
Fame and awards and stuff, she was more than happy to let the writers decide, and I appreciated it so much, and I've always remembered that.
I'd like to ask Susan a question, if it's apocryphal. That I believe before I joined in the first few shows, there was a show that wasn't working quite well, and you were getting on a plane to go to New York, and you wrote a...
Well, we'll see. Honey, the pageant is just a few days away. You can go to that circus any old time. How many years can you enter the Little Miss contest?
Evidently, 23.
At least my mother voted for me. Did that influence your decision to enter the priesthood?
Well, it wasn't exactly the evening I'd planned, but it turned out to be pleasant enough.
Frank is a very special person, isn't he?
Yes, he certainly is, and he obviously thinks the same about you.
Of course he does. We're friends.
Blanche, you're wearing my earrings.
Oh, I know that.
But when I asked you before where they were, you said you didn't know, and now you're wearing them.
Well, Rose, there could be two explanations. Either I was lying, or I was wrong about the number of explanations.
Something I read someplace, I've always believed. You know, when you're young and beautiful, it's an accident of nature. But when you're beautiful older, you've earned it. That you created yourself.
Do you really think my picture's beautiful?
Rose, if I still had a locker.
Ooh, that hurts.
I'm not having any trouble.
Why is it that doesn't surprise me?
Okay, everybody on their feet. Whirly birds!
Coming.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I come in?
Well, the Indian cries out from his heart. That's the worst kind of crying.
My father's a surgeon. That's physiologically impossible. How can we be drawn into the story if you're misrepresenting the facts?
Honey, it's a make-believe
It'd be a terrible scandal. And then one day I had to make a decision. Benjamin invited me to our senior prom. I didn't know what to do. Should I go out with this boy I really cared for? Or should I bow to the pressures of an unjust society? Honey, I'll be with you in 2 minutes. Here, use these potatoes for raw tomatoes.
Sophia, I don't think this'll work.
Yes, it will. We just say it fast. Make a little potato. Make a little potato.
What are you two doing? Morning.
Good morning, honey.
I had the strangest dream last night. I was at a baseball game. Charlie Brown was pitching and Schroeder was behind the plate. And Lucy and Snoopy were in the outfield and they wouldn't let me play.
Elvis would never have left this much meat on a pork
Dorothy, you're out of the club. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, ladies. See you next week.
Oh, I'm just so mad at myself. You and I were finally beginning to get close, and I had to go and do something stupid. I just feel so terrible. And the odd thing is, I wouldn't have thought to give Stan a second look if Ma hadn't insisted.
Talking about Blanche's date.
He turned me down again. I'm just devastated.
Oh, come on now, Blanche. You said yourself you didn't find him that attractive anymore.
That's not the point, Dorothy. The point is to Blanche Devereaux, sexuality and attractiveness are two very important things. They are Blanche Devereaux.
I'm gonna miss you, Miles.
Rose, there won't be a day I won't be thinking about you. Goodbye. Rose, darling. You take good care of her, ladies.
He wasn't the only one who was up all night.
You were too?
Yes, I had time to do a lot of thinking.
And?
And of course I'm going to do it.
Blanche, you're a brave lady.
Oh, you really are, honey.
No, I have to. I don't want my sister to die. I want her to live.
Let's.
Really? Would you like to go to bed with me?
Take me out to the ball game. Stanley, these seats are pretty far from the field.
Yeah. Dorothy?
The town's most eligible goat farmers. Until Anna Maria Alonso Palladino, known to her friends as Muffin, moved to our village. Suddenly, all the men who were always fighting over who would get to keep the footprints I left in the mud were after Muffin. So...
Miami Vice.
Miami what?
Vice! It's with the police department.
Oh, I thought he was with the university. No, actually, before you left last night, I thought he was the doctor from the plane. Then Dorothy explained to me that he was the university interviewer.
No, that was Michael, the guy who flew the...
And they're harassing me. Murderers are free, rapists are free. Put a poor widow on the floor, they try to lock up. Who'd I hurt? Me.
Now look, Rose, this is it. We have had it. No mace, no tear gas, no grenades.
No jewelry.
I won't be to call them the aliens. They are the Chungs, and they happen to be very nice.
They're not very nice, they eat dogs.
Ma, they do not eat dogs.
Right, it's just a coincidence that not one ever pees on their lawn.
Ma, you made that up.
Sophia, we're not talking about them anyway, but...
It was yesterday. That night under the dogwood trees, the air thick with perfume, and me with Billy. Or Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it was Bobby. Or was it Ben? Oh, who knows? Anyway, it's...
Have some sympathy.
Hey, you met this DeKimmel character. You try having sympathy for a guy like that.
DeKimmel? You mean Jasper DeKimmel?
That's right, you got it. Pablo personality.
Oh, girls, listen to me. When a famous artist like Jasper DeKimmel dies, the value of his work doubles sometimes.
Night. Set it up again, Rose. Rose, honey, how about a piece of bundt cake, huh?
Oh, no, thanks.
I'll try some, Dorothy.
Try some, right, like it's some big experiment, like you got no idea what it tastes like.
And sometimes he'd wear his underwear on the outside of his pants. I guess he wasn't a very reliable source.
Oh, girls. Girls, do you really... At two, Judas.
No, it's me, Rose. So you two found out about this thing too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, let me give you a little friendly advice. You're wasting your time. Because that... Oh, I see your point. Well, what about this? Miami is nice, so I'll say it thrice.
Right, who the hell says thrice?
It's a word.
So is interuterine.
Really? To square things with Guido.
Cicely, what are you talking about, Cicely?
She said she cleared it with you.
She did not clear it with me.
Then giving her my Visa card was a bad thing?
Rose, how are we supposed to find her? Angelo. Richard. You know I am very, very fond of you. But I think we have a problem.
A problem? Let's look at it.
Well, when you first proposed to me, the thing that scared me the most was the idea of being a mother again. Later, what a day.
Pussycat, I'm going out with my friends. Can you give me some money?
What happened to the money I gave you last night?
Let's see. $10 went for cover charge, $10 went for a round of drinks, and the other 10 went into the G-string of a very cute male dancer named Mr. Big.
Complaints so far. Did you know that Gerald is afraid of clowns? Or that he can't go to the bathroom except at home?
Oh, so that's why there's that look on his face right before they get to the weather.
Just leave my dumpling alone, understand?
Of my Papagallo pump.
Isn't that how Mrs. Simpson met the Duke of Windsor?
Dorothy, you promised you would double date with Larry's friend Mike. I am holding you to that promise.
Blanche, I'm sick.
Oh, you just have a cold.
But actually, I've been working about 30 years.
Boy, you must really know your business.
Miss Dorothy's a very experienced teacher. Everybody who's had her says she's great.
Oh, what do you say we get some drinks and go upstairs and have Dorothy teach us the 3 R's? Reading, writing, and running.
Mario.
Jokester, huh, Dorothy?
And speaking of joke stand, that is some toupee you've got. Oh, Rose, I'd like you to meet my ex-husband, Stan Zbornak.
Hello.
And this is his hair.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
It's me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Ma, that's not nice. Is that it, Stanley?
No. Congratulate me, everyone. I'm getting hitched.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, Stan.
Tell us all about it. So I came home.
Blanche, call the police. I just saw a big, ugly man with a limp walk past my bedroom window. He was wearing Dorothy's coat. But then again, it was dark, and I tend to over-dramatize. What are you doing home?
She snuck out of the hospital. She's too scared to have her operation.
Kate's chin.
Mother, you promised.
I know. Just ignore me, Stan. It should be easy. You've had plenty of practice.
Princess, before I forget, I want to invite you and Dennis to come spend some time with Chrissy and me in our new house in Maui.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's primo.
Thank you, players. I've seen all I need to. Miss Bornak, that was an impressive body of knowledge.
It was, wasn't it? Listen, I hope there are no hard feelings. Watch me if you're at home.
Well, that concludes our run-through. We'll be giving some of you directions to the studio. Those of you who do not receive a flyer, thank you for playing the game.
I remember it so well, just like it was yesterday. That night under the dogwood trees, the air thick with perfume, and me with Billy. Or Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it was Bobby. Or was it Ben?
Ma, where did you get those glasses?
They're an old pair of Pops, but at least they've got prescription lenses.
I know you can't possibly see through them. Now take them off before you hurt yourself.
No, they're great. I see just fine. Who's the black guy?
Oh, Dorothy. But I was hoping you'd have a hard time taking advantage of somebody who cares about you as much as I do.
I need help, Rose. Oh, God, I hate the lying.
Dorothy, I lied to you, too. You could never have used that bank card.
Your Pop sure made everyone laugh when he made the little feet dance.
Rose, how did your date go?
Oh, Dorothy, you were absolutely right. It was better than I could have dreamed.
Rose, whatever it is you're thinking, it isn't true.
Good, then George Bush isn't married to his mother.
Boy, that was easier than I thought.
It's not. has been tampered. Panic. You just need a break. Why don't we just wash our hands and have a nice cup of tea?
Very nice job, ladies. Who let you in here?
I did. Lucky I'm miserable, no good, low life. You told me your mama was having surgery.
She is.
Blanche, please let me explain. Why? So you can make up some cockamamie story about how you're just two ships that passed in the night and it'll never happen again? Save your breath. I've heard all that before.
You have?
Yes. If you're going to make fun of somebody, make fun of Rose. I need the professional care of the most talented hairdresser in Miami, Robert. Oh, he's brilliant. Do you know he was the first one ever to use mousse?
I'd check my facts if I were you, Blanche. Mr. Ingrid and
Just so embarrassed to be seen in this old thing. Don't worry, Blanche. The dress covers most of it.
Jerry, I'd like you to meet my roommate, Blanche Devereaux. And then Daddy'd tell us a story and tuck us into our feathers.
Who was your father, Rose? Michael Landon?
Can I help it if I came from a happy family? Well, we had our share of problems. Believe me, we had some me blue.
Well, give me my money.
Look, I'm sorry we fought the way we did, but this work for senior health care is very important to me, and I was hoping it would be to you, too.
Well, it wasn't, but it is now.
It is.
How could I help it? After I looked through the paperwork, I realized...
That's wonderful. No, not Buffy Rockefur. I have done it. A breakthrough. Jimmy is tired of isolating.
Oh, that's great, Dorothy.
I don't think I like this whole situation, Pussycat.
Oh, come on, Ma, I'm helping.
You're not a shrink. Be careful.
Wendell, I called you paisan, friend, brother of the scalp. Because if I may get philosophical for just one moment, I've always believed we bald men are like any other minority. That's why we have to stick together.
Who you calling bald?
Nobody. Just
He's the one who prescribed arch supports for Mussolini.
Must have really helped his lower back when they hung him by his heels.
Forget him. I'm talking about Bruno Bonifiglio. I take one look at him, and I have a hunch he's trouble. But nobody believes me. So what happened?
Announcement to make.
A mess of something. I'll scare us up a mess of something.
Anyway, I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and as long as the family...
Ma, could you eat a little more quietly, please?
These are Fritos. You want me to swallow them whole? Hi, everybody.
Hi, Blanche.
Oh, the baby gone?
No, Rose is driving him around to get him to sleep.
Why is he still here?
Well, Ted needs some minor surgery, so they're still at the hospital. What about Virginia?
Well...
I understand, Lucy. Would you mind if I gave you a call sometime?
Oh, sure. I guess that'd be okay.
Not you, Lucy. I was talking to Rose.
Oh, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Tuesday night I'm getting together with a couple of buddies. We're going through Don Johnson's trash.
He threw himself into a marriage that was doomed to failure. After 20 years, they realized they had nothing in common. I can't wait for him to get here and see how good I look.
You know, Blanche, Jamie may not see this as a happy reunion. I mean, after all, honey, he just lost his mother.
And I just ran out of gas, but like...
He's the guy who stood me up for my senior prom.
Oh, Dorothy, I had no idea you were stood up for your prom. Oh, that's awful. I figured you didn't go, but to be stood up.
Oh, John Noretti was...
A bunch. Is everybody thinking what I'm thinking?
That was a really mean thing to say.
As a general rule, Rose, you should not be the first to answer.
Then take down this address. Gladys Goldfarb.
Rose, I know this is a little overwhelming for you, but look, try to look at it through my eyes. I have my life back now. For the first time in years, I've been able to call my friends and let them know where I am.
Well, you may have your life back, but scare you at any age. And at any age, the loving would make it worthwhile. You want a safe, easy, comfortable home life and romance and excitement on the side, and it's not for me.
Dorothy, please think about what you're throwing away.
If I stay, I am throwing away my...
I didn't think you noticed. You hardly said a word all evening. Where are the other girls?
Oh, they all went out to a movie. Simon, that's why I wanted to come back here. I wanted us to be alone.
Ooh, baby.
Here. I don't really know how to say this.
Hasn't even gotten there yet. Look, all you got is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Straight, walk it down. All right, darling, you go get them, darling. Go get them good.
Nothing to it. As I told you before, all we have to do to win is just...
Supposed to do? It wasn't some colossal joke, you know. I mean, didn't you think it was a ridiculous thing to do the first time? No. Well, I certainly didn't wait for my wedding night, honey. I could.
Is that what this is all about? You think I put a curse on you?
Well, it's true. You got mad at us for firing you. That's why you reversed that love potion you gave me.
Honey, that wasn't love potion. That was Chanel number 5.
This Gladys Feinbaum. Look at her, green with envy. Eat your heart out, Feinbaum.
On Halloween.
I've been called a lot of things in my time, but that's a first for that one. Yeah, I'm gay, Rose.
But Blanche told us you were married.
I was. After a while, I just couldn't deny the truth to myself. Seems silly, still denying it to my big sister, doesn't it?
Well, have you tried telling her?
Every time I see her.
Excuse me. Did a white man and a wrinkled old black woman just come in here?
She meant a regal black woman and a scuzzy little white boy.
Mom! You're right, I lied. There is no service entrance. A piece of good luck just fell in my lap. 3 strangers who cluck. Well, it's their mishap. These friends who dropped in don't look suspicious, but check out my grin. They look delicious.
3 tickets to today's ball game, and I can't find anyone to go with me. Guess I don't have many friends.
Oh, who are you kidding? You don't have any friends. I'll go with you, Stan.
Ma, you will?
I'll be waiting in the car, Stanley.
Dorothy?
I can't think of anything in the world I would rather do.
Rico used to say, people waste their time pondering whether a glass is half empty or half full. Me, I just drink whatever's in the glass.
My cousin Federico was a hopeless alcoholic who played bocce ball with an imaginary friend named Little Luigi.
Kind of puts that dripping faucet in perspective.
Sophia, there's something I don't understand. Now, you're always a bit ornery, unpleasant, impolite, even downright mean. That's part of your charm.
Thank you, you bed-hopping relic.
You ladies should be grateful. It was our superior sailing skill that saved your lives.
Hanging on to the mast and screaming, "Please, God, take the old ladies, but don't hurt us." That does not qualify as skill.
Look, ladies, we've taken all the guff we're going to take off of you.
No, I can't dump this man. Not after what I've meant to him. Not after what he's done for his country. Girls, how do you think this sounds? Dear Bill, I always promise.
What did you say?
I said okie dokie.
Okay. Okay, I can't believe it. After all these years of being sensitive, I barge in here like some macho jerk, and I get exactly what I want.
Oh, Muzz, I find this side of you very exciting.
Oh, yeah. I see you conveniently left out with a generous helping of slaw. Oh, well, doesn't that serve your little smear campaign?
Laundry thousands of times. Oh, by the way, we're out of Bleak.
Blanche, you dropped these.
Oh, thanks.
Men's underwear?
Getting a little misty, are you, pussycat?
I don't believe it. Blanche?
No fear, I had to talk to her the last time.
Blanche, not to doubt your stamina, but don't you think those men are going to be bored?
Oh, of course not. Dorothy, tonight's a full moon. A night when men's passions, like the tides, are pulled to their height.
Ma, how dare you?
How dare I what? I was trying to help.
Ma, can you get it through your head that I do not need your help? Now, please, Ma, get off my back.
Who do you think you're talking to? Don't you raise your voice to your mother.
Then stop smothering me and give me some space.
Space?
Excuse me.
Yes?
I couldn't help noticing. How do you make your eyes twirl around like that?
It's not hard. I just try to think of two things at once.
Well, it's very attractive. Have you always been able to do it?
No.
What's she do, play the piano?
She plays the piano. You just wait till you see this. Okay, honey, come on, it's showtime. Yeah, come on, sweetheart. Oh, I know. Here we go. Okay, count.
Well, pardon me, Dorothy, but we can't all come from places as socially acceptable as Brooklyn.
I'm sorry, Blanche, I'm sorry. Just go on with the story. Just try to shy away from words like tarnation and dirty movies.
I'm going to bed.
Me too. I think I'll call it a night.
Dorothy, do you really think you ought to sleep in the same bed as Sophia? You could get that cold.
You know, you're right, Blanche. Ma, you sleep in your own room. Jean can sleep in my room tonight.
You're letting a sick old woman sleep in her own bed with her own pillow?
Girls, you wouldn't believe the progress Mrs. Hubbard is making.
Oh, is she feeling better?
Oh, it's like a miracle. She's laughing and talking, and all because of Jake. Oh, girls, I cannot thank you enough. That dog is the best thing that ever happened to me. Here comes our hero now. I caught Gil Kessler having an affair.
Oh, you're kidding. With whom?
Well, they don't know her name, but look, they hid in the bushes and took this picture of her from behind going into his house.
I don't believe it. Wait a minute, that looks like Blanche's red dress. Hello.
It's a miracle! I can walk! Sophia! Look at you, you're walking! I just can't believe...
Rose, I was just thinking about you.
Really?
Yeah, my hand was throbbing.
I brought you a Vanskap kaka. It's a traditional St. Olaf friendship cake.
Rose, I don't want any gifts from you. I mean, I really don't want to have anything to do with you.
Twilight! Kolak says that I have to return to my home planet of Twylar immediately. So we'll just say goodbye this time until next time, boys and girls, when you turn on your TV sets and hear.
It took a while to warm up, but once I get going, I can turn your topsoil till the cows come home.
Rose, please.
Want to see some Polaroids of me in my tennis skirt?
Look, Rose, I'm flattered, and please, no offense, but you're just not my type.
But Blanche, what do you mean?
He had a big floppy pancreas. Look, could we get back to lining the shelves?
I don't feel like it anymore.
Please, I know you don't owe it to me, and I'll leave if you really want me to, but I'm just asking for a minute to speak to you. Won't you just give me that?
Wonder how he's going to try and talk his way out of this one.
Doesn't matter. I know my...
Tan and rub on it?
Who are we, Wally and the Beaver? What is it you want to tell me, Rose?
I'm not absolutely sure I'm the most qualified Tinkerbell to win the election.
Of course you are. Why, you're the best damn Tinkerbell.
Hi, Ernie.
Oh, Rose, I'm really sorry. I'm on my way to the office. There's been a small emergency. Do you mind if we postpone our date?
Well, I was going to ask you
Now, look,
if you...
I'd like to make this up to you. I've been thinking, how about we go away this weekend? I know it's sudden, but...
I'll never be cured, but I know now I can live without drugs my whole life, one day at a time.
I'm just glad you got that monkey off your back.
I never had a monkey on my back. Although when I was a child, I had a chicken named Gordon. Oh, and what a great...
Just tell me why. Why in this house? Why in my bed again?
Dorothy, this place has memories for us. This is the place where Gloria and I first... Well, I don't have to tell you. You were there.
Dorothy, it just happened. I know you think it's wrong, but it's not a crime, you know. Yeah.
I'm going to a birthing center. They emphasize natural childbirth and a relaxed atmosphere with no painkillers.
Becky, I know I told you where babies come from. Did I ever mention where they come out?
Mama, why don't...
What would you eat?
Oh, thank God this mess is over. I couldn't see a thing through this crap.
Well, I'm all packed and ready to go.
Good, I'll have your lunch done in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot all about your tutoring session.
Well, it's okay. We were just finishing.
Hi, Blanche. You look pretty.
You should see me if I had earrings. So what are y'all doing?
Oh, well, we just finished algebra.
Why do I have to learn algebra?
Because I had to learn how to teach it. And now I'm just checking the...
For Miami.
You know, I think I will take a slice of cake. Hello.
Uncle Angelo, I'd like you to meet...
I'm Sister Rose.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sister Blanche. We're here collecting lingerie.
They lock us in our rooms and force us to look like we're having fun. Then they take pictures for their brochure.
Ma, you know that's not true. You'll have to excuse my mother. She recently had a stroke, and her perception is a little, distorted.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Isn't it great to be home?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I have an irresistible urge to kiss every piece of furniture in the house.
You wouldn't if you had dates like other people.